So finally, this is the biggest video of the year, and biggest video requires the best clothes. So this 2023 was a big year. We almost doubled on the number of subscribers. It's still unbelievable to see that we have almost 2 million of you like watching stuff that we like to make. So group hug. Now in 2023 we had all sorts of phones coming out. Flagships, mid-range, budget, compact, flip, folding, all of which is the best phone of all, which has the best value, best camera, and which was the worst smartphone that you should strictly stay away from. And this time we have trophies for every single category, so stick around till the end of the video. It's the best one we make. We also asked you guys in the polls, your winners and ours don't match, mostly. If it does, comment down below. Now let's start off with my favorite category, best value for money smartphone. So these are 80-20 phones, 80% of the features of a flagship at 20% of the price. And from my experience, the sweet spot for best value phone is around 25 to 30,000 mark. Like this Vivo V27. It had a really good camera, but the software processing was below average. Or this iQOO Neo 7. Great for gaming, but no ultra wide angle lens. But one phone launch that stood out in 2023, and it is the winner for the best value for money smartphone, is Moto Edge 40. Like we used this for a long time, and undoubtedly it had the best software experience in this segment. Plus you get flagship features like curved OLED display, IP68 water resistance, wireless charging, and all of that around 30,000. Next is the best phone on budget. This is the under 20,000 category. Now this is the segment of either or. Either you get good display or 5G connectivity, good performance or good camera. Now the first phone that comes to our mind is Moto G73. It usually sells for 16 to 18,000. At that price, you're getting a 5G phone. Even you guys selected it as the winner in the polls that we did. But we disagreed. And the award for the best phone in budget goes to Redmi 12 5G. It's got 5G, decent camera, basically similar specs as Moto G73 but at 12,000. Plus, Redmi 12 5G started the whole trend of good 5G phones around 10,000. Now there is also Lava, Infinix, Realme and all of that, but I think Xiaomi was the first one that started the good budget 5G trend. And since we are talking about brands, I must say 2023 was a surprising year for smartphone companies. On one hand, where smartphone launches were same and kind of repetitive, newer smartphone brands became active in India. There was nothing even launched a budget brand CMF. Honor came back to India. Even budget brand like Infinix started launching competitive mid-range phones like 035G for around 20,000 rupees. Or even my old favorite brand, OnePlus. In 2022, they might have struggled, but they came back strong in 2023. OnePlus 11R and OnePlus Open are two of my favorite phones this year from OnePlus. Now you guys picked up CMF as the best upcoming brand, but if I have to give an award for the best upcoming brand, I would give it to Lava. Like out of nowhere, Lava launched two really good phones, Lava Blaze 2 5G at 10,000 rupees and then Lava Agni 2 at 20,000 rupees. This has features you usually get on more premium phones. Even Lava delivered on software updates. So after ages, an Indian smartphone company, I feel, delivered on their promises. And I'm hopeful for Lava in 2024. If they continue this trend, we may see them in the best budget smartphone category very soon. Moving on to the next, we have the best phone that didn't release in India. And this category makes me feel sad because I'm lucky enough to test out these phones and I so want to recommend them to you guys, but sadly, I can't because India missed. Like this Pixel tablet, this is probably the best tablet for watching movies. Most tablets mostly lie at home. So Google gave it a dock, a speaker to make the tablet a smart home device as well. There are also other names like Sony Xperia Mark V, but just like last year, the best phone that India missed is Asus Zenfone 10. This phone was like Asus called in all the tech enthusiast people and asked them to make the ideal smartphone. Compact size, headphone jack, stock Android, IP rating, gimbal camera, everything in this small package. I just hope the Zenfone 11 comes to India officially. Oh, and special mention to the Xiaomi 14. Now, first phone with the all-new Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. We almost had this on the list, but rumors are that it will finally come to India in January 2024. So stay tuned and subscribe for that video. And this next award is so specific to India, like there's Diwali, Holi, Christmas, and then there's phone buying sale. Like people hold on to their phones to buy smartphones in sale. So the award for the best phone in sale has to be iPhone 14. Because the iPhone 14 got discounted from 80,000 to 55,000. That is like a 30% discount. And at that price, this becomes the best iPhone to buy. Superb video, excellent performance. Basically, they should rename the Big Billion Day sale to iPhone sale. A close second would be Samsung S21 FE, launched for 50,000, sold for 30,000 during sale. Then there's also Pixel 6a and Nothing Phone 1, which sold for around 25 to 26,000 during sale. All of these were good, but nothing beats the iPhone 14 in sale. Now this next category is where Samsung has dominated for a long time in the flip and fold market. But in 2023, they had competition. Motorola and Oppo launched their flip phones and gave Samsung a run for its money. Samsung replied with a bigger cover screen, better camera and bigger battery. But the biggest surprise in this category didn't come from Samsung. It came from OnePlus with their first folding phone, the OnePlus Open. Both the displays here were good quality and I loved the form factor of the phone. So when you want to text and do all of that, you can do it on the outer screen, and when you want to watch movies and do productive stuff, you can do it on the inner screen. Plus it had good performance and great software optimization. Now there was also Techno Fold in India, but it had horrible software optimization. And then there was also Samsung Z Fold 5, but it was almost similar to Z Fold 4. So the award for the best folding phone clearly goes to OnePlus Open. Now for everyone's favorite category, best camera smartphone. Alright, so there are always three major contenders in this list, but long story short, Pixel 8 Pro is good, S23 Ultra is better, and the iPhone 15 Pro Max is best. Like iPhones were already good in videos, this year they even got better with ProRes and lock support, plus they made major improvements in the camera, HDR was improved, default shooting mode was 24 megapixel, you got an extra 5x telephoto lens. I mean, overall, if you had an iPhone 15, chances of you taking a bad photo or video was less. So undoubtedly, the award for the best camera smartphone goes to iPhone 15 Pro Max, and that comes from an Android fanboy. Now this year, a lot of phones released and not all of them can be good. One or two has to be from the worst smartphone category. And in that regard, two phones come to mind. Second one is going to be controversial. First is the Vivo V29 series. It is basically the same phone as Vivo V27, like literally all the specs are identical. And second is the Google Pixel 8. Now before you start hating me in the comment section, hear me out. I've been daily driving this phone for a month or so, and I must say the battery performance here is not that great. Plus, usual hotness that you get with Pixel, that is there. Most of the AI features this year were restricted to the Pixel 8 Pro. So the Pixel 8 was basically Pixel 7 with all the same problems as Pixel 7. And to add to that, Pixel 8 was launched for 76,000 rupees in India. I mean, if it was around 60,000 rupees, this would have made more sense. But at 76,000, when there is already a Samsung S23 for less price, the Pixel 8 has to be the worst smartphone of 2023. Which brings us to the best smartphone of 2023. And this was not an easy decision to make because there is this iPhone 15 base model. Big upgrade over last year's iPhone 14 in every single department. Except for the display, it has a 60 Hz display, no AOD, like come on Apple.
See, it has Type-C.
And we are so close to giving this award to iPhone 15 Pro Max, but then you look at the Indian pricing, it's 1.6 lakh. Samsung sells a Fold which is two phones, and that is still cheaper than iPhone 15 Pro Max. So that made our head turn to the Samsung S23 series. S23 base variant is a lovely phone. I love the design, camera, software, everything, but it is still not the best smartphone of 2023. The best smartphone of 2023 is Samsung S23 Ultra. The Ultra has everything that you get with the base variant and even more. More camera, insane battery life, better display, S Pen. I mean, the S23 Ultra launched at the start of 2023 and it gave high competition to every flagship that launched in 2023. Like, it was the phone you could recommend the entire year without a doubt about price, battery life, features, anything. I believe the S23 Ultra is going to be a very good phone in smartphone history. It is the smartphone king of 2023. And with that, we have come to the end of the video. Would you agree, disagree with our list? We want Team TechWiser to give their best smartphone of 2023, which phone you thought was the best, and we'll heart the best comment. And I'll see you in the next year. Happy New Year, everyone, and see you in the next year. Anyways, imagine confettis here and there. Pew, pew, pew.